hello. Today, if we just show one, we're going to do a versus video, this versus this, and as you can see, Xbox One is tremendously bigger than my intellivision. So
okay.
he's gonna argue that this is better, and I'm gonna argue that this is better. So you go first.
Well, to me, the Xbox.
Wait, hold on. Let's do controllers first. Let's compare controllers. All right. Get your Xbox One controller. Wherever it might be. It's back there.
Okay, so guys, this is the Xbox One controller, as many of you should know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's honestly a pretty simple decal. There's actually many sites on the internet where you can customize these, or you can just basically screw it apart, or just like it's kind of hard, but you could just like snap that off and like spray paint it. Yes, you could.
You can take it apart and it's just spray paint the shell. But yes, go on.
But it's honestly pretty simple. We got the touch. We have this and the joysticks. We have our original playing buttons, X, Y, B, and A. We have our turn on button.
Yep.
And we have a charger. If you do decide to get the charger pack, takes 2 simple AA batteries. And you have the regular...
just piece, cover it up.
Yes. So, because if you're like me, I have a baby brother. He's nearly 2, and he just loves messing with my controllers.
Oh yes.
So it's also if I did have an Xbox, it would be also amazing just to have the protector.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you see, you've had your choice. So let me say why these controllers are better. Now, many people say Intellivision controller is completely awful.
Yes.
I would disagree. You see, Alex, so you think your controllers are so much better? Well, you had to go over there and get yours. I don't have to do that. I don't know if you know, but these are right inside the console. You never lose your controllers. They are so gently nestled inside of the console. You never lose them. You can never lose them. As your PlayStation 4 and Xbox One controllers, you can lose them.
Well,
that's why I think these controllers are better.
Well, there is a way where you cannot lose your PS4 or PS3 controllers.
But are they nestled inside of the... Talk about the Xbox One, alright?
Okay, so as the Xbox One, there is actually something on the internet where you could buy something that is like an attachment, basically. So if you're into Nerf, like I kind of am still, you can buy like an attachment to put into it where it's basically lined into the Xbox.
But I just like these because they're always right there. They're always like nestled inside the console.
But here's the thing about that attachment. It takes about 1-2 hours just to put in. And if you're like me, my baby brother, he's actually smart enough to take it off. See, you know how it has that charger? He's smart enough to pull that off. So, yeah, that's why...
Also, mine controllers don't need batteries.
Yes.
You see, your controllers need batteries because they're all fancy, smashy wireless. Mine are good old telephone wire.
Believe it or not, sometimes he twirls that telephone wire around.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's pretty awesome. I love these controllers. Like I said, just nestled inside the console. So we'll move into our next thing. Let's talk about... add-ons. Ooh, add-ons. That is
I have no add-ons.
Yeah, maybe not with us, but you can still talk about the Xbox One Connect. Now, I believe I'm gonna win in this battle. Talk about it. Alright, so, this is the IntelliVoice. Now, every system today has voice, but back then it was really cool. It's a really nice system. The voices aren't that bad. I mean, of course, they aren't the best, but it gives voices to your games. It's small, it's cheap, and it's pretty cool. It has 4 games for it. Got B-17 Bomber. And I even have this one in the box, Bomb Squad. Alright, so open this up, and there you go. So,
Oh,
so my thing has voice, and his thing actually reads voice. So, talk
Yes.
about the Xbox One Connect.
well, so Xbox One Connect is basically just a little more add-on, and well,
It actually comes with the system.
yes, but since I don't own Xbox One, I don't really know much about it. So
It can read your voice.
yes, it can read your voice if you do decide to put that in. Now, the Xbox One is similar to the PlayStation 4,
Mm-hmm.
but that's for another video.
Yes.
So, the Xbox Online add-on it's not really that big of a thing, but
it's not that good. I've tried it. It's not that good.
and so to be honest, it's honestly pretty easy you could honestly go with I could honestly just go with the PlayStation 4.
Motion controls are terrible.
Yes.
So you don't think it's that good? You don't think the Kinect's that good? Well, I feel like I've won this round. My add-on.
Yes.
You know, I have voice.
I believe you have won this add-on.
All right, let's talk about the next one. Games. Go get your favorite game for the system, and we'll be back. Well, Alex has decided he's going to go first for this one, so talk about your games.
Okay, so these are my two favorite games, Star Wars Battlefront. I honestly think it's a very good game.
Yes.
And second is Just Cause 3. So first we're going to be talking about...
First, I want you to say, how much are those games? How much do they cost?
They cost near about maybe $60-$50 in the market right now.
I want to just say real quick, you can get a television game in the box for $5. So my games are obviously a whole lot cheaper.
Yes, but as you can see, my games have better animations.
Yes.
And so today...
Mine don't have animations. They're literally like side-scrollers, no animation.
So first we're going to be talking about Battlefront. So today, Battlefront is honestly it can be a pretty simple game. But you can do missions.
It's like Call of Duty.
Yes, but it has missions, survival, and battles.
Mm-hmm.
And, well...
Training.
Yes, and training, which Call of Duty, it does not actually own training. It doesn't actually have training in it.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing about Battlefront, is that it doesn't actually have training in it.
Battlefront does have training in it.
Yes.
Yes.
But,
Call of Duty doesn't.
We have a pretty cool disc. We got a Flame Stormtrooper.
A Flame Stormtrooper? Yes. Oh, yeah, he is Flame Stormtrooper.
Yes.
Maybe.
And, if you buy some editions, you can get Battlefront Battle on Jakku, which I do have for my PlayStation 4. And this honestly is a very good game. You can play as Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, Han Solo, and I believe Princess Leia.
All right. Well,
that's the end of Battlefront.
Well, you don't really have to go into specifics of the game. All right. So I want to talk about my game. So I have more games because there's not much to say about games that are 30 years old. So my games are Burger Time, which is actually a really good game, really fun, really creative, and very inventive. Space Armada, and Astro Smash. Very good games for the Intellivision. They easily go into the side if you got Intellivision too. And they're very nice games. They aren't confusing, and you don't need the number pad, so it makes it very easy. So that's why I like these Intellivision games a little bit more than Xbox games. They're easier to use and very simple. And like I said, they don't use that number pad, so they're ease of use, easy to control. So, you talked about your games. I've talked about mine. Let's go on to console design.
Well, you see, RJ, I still have Just Cause 3 to talk about.
All right.
Okay, so I honestly do like Just Cause 3, and today
Fancy animation.
Yeah, and we've bought the Day 1 edition, and we have the Just Cause 2 full game download include, And we get some day one edition bonuses. We get a combat buggy, a minigun racing boat,
And if you haven't played that game, it is like just like
and a rocket launcher sports car.
it's like a Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, it is kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5, but it is a little more intense. It is actually a little
More explosion.
Yes, it's more smaller. It's a bigger world, but it's
No, I don't know if it's bigger world though.
it
It's
could be
hard saying.
Yes, but it's not like Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not like it's kind of like cities, but more like villages.
Yeah, well, it's a small Hispanic island owned by a dictator.
Yes.
So, do you want to talk about the consoles themselves?
And this is the disc.
Yes. So, you want to talk about the consoles themselves?
Yeah, sure. Let's
All right.
get on to those.
So, my console, I believe it looks better, and it is a whole lot smaller.
Yes.
Look at Alex. Like, this thing is heavy. I should be the one holding this, because this is really heavy.
If you were, now I'm not trying to call anybody stupid, but if you were to take this into like a duffel bag and take it onto the airport, they would probably arrest you for
Why?
taking, because you know how cops are getting really offended by people bringing this type of stuff.
I brought my Sega CD and my Sega Genesis to Ohio on a plane.
Well, so
And you think they're gonna be worried about this?
if you look suspicious enough, they could think that that you've planted a bomb in this.
Oh yeah. The old man security guard knew that I wasn't going to hide a bomb in my Sega CD. He didn't even know what the Sega CD was.
That's
But
sad. That is honestly pretty sad.
you don't even know what the Sega CD was
Well-
before I got into retro gaming. So let's talk about, mine's a whole lot lighter and it's a whole lot smaller.
Yeah, you can see I am literally moving my hands a lot just to keep this thing up.
Mm-hmm. And mine use cartridges, which are much more reliable and means no loading time.
Yes.
And mine also has a reset button. You don't have to use the controller to reset it. And like I said, my controllers just nestle in there. It has easy to use RF out, power adapter, very easy to use, and is intellivision too. And if you don't like these controllers, you can plug in a Sega Genesis controller. However, there's no alternative to this controller.
Okay, so
I just want to show the size real quick. A big size difference.
okay, so this is what I have to say about the Xbox One. It has yes, it does have loading time,
Mm-hmm.
but like on PlayStation 1, you can get YouTube, Amazon Prime, and Netflix.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be the killer. You cannot, I just want to tell everybody, in case you didn't know, you can't get Netflix on the Intellivision too, in case you didn't know.
Yeah. So, well, you actually can't get all three of those on the television. And, guys, this has bigger battery.
What do you mean bigger battery?
Well, it basically can store more gigabytes.
The Intellivision doesn't need to store anything. You gotta remember, the Intellivision, also I want to talk about the price. When it first came out,
Yes,
maybe $400, and that was about $70.
So, yeah.
And, what was I gonna talk about? Oh, it doesn't need any RAM, It doesn't save. All the games are so short, you can't even save. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. Like Burger Time, why would you need to save your progress?
But, yes. In the Xbox One, you do... Now, there's bigger games in the Xbox One, like Batman Arkham Knight,
Yes.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And if you are a Lego gamer, there is the Lego Force Awakens, or Lego Dimensions.
Yes, that is coming out.
So you would want to, you would want a bigger save time. So
Bigger
Yes.
save,
Yes.
so you can save.
that's basically the Xbox One, about the Xbox One. And, oh, crud. Okay, well, his dog just ran over my leg, so.
That is fine.
So, yeah, that's what the Xbox One's about.
All right. So you want to talk more about that?
So, well, what RJ's trying to get the dog out
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing this.
from under the bed. The Xbox One, there's actually 2 more coming out. The Xbox Slim and the Xbox Scorpion.
Scorpion, yes. There is not another Intellivision coming out.
Oh, and guys, since I'm a Sony fan, for all those people out there who like Sony too, there could be a PS 4.5 coming out. And if you have a PS4 right now, they're actually coming out with a...
Alright, wait, I just want to show something. Can your controller make a dog collar? I don't think so. Nope.
Okay, get your doggy...
I don't think so. Does your controller make a dog collar?
Okay, so, and the PS4 is actually, could be coming out with a virtual reality headset.
I know you really like the PlayStation 4, but you gotta argue why the Xbox One is better. Because I still think that Intellivision is better because doggy collar, and you might need a bigger dog than this. But yeah, can make a dog collar.
This is why I think the Xbox One is better. You can actually get an app on your phone, which you cannot do with the television too.
Yes, you cannot get apps on the Intellivision, in case you didn't know.
Yes, you can get apps like, say, you want Pinterest. You could possibly get that on the Xbox One.
I actually didn't even know that, and I'm the one who has an Xbox.
Yes, so, and if you have a phone or a tablet you can download the Xbox Live.
Alright, you
app.
might want to finish up, because this video is getting a whole lot longer than I expected it to. So,
okay.
Finish up.
So, and you can actually do a lot more on the Xbox One, and that's kind of why I think it should win against the television too.
Well, leave a comment saying which one you think is better, Intellivision 2 or Xbox One. And thank you for watching. Alright, as you can see, the Intellivision clearly makes a good collar, and that is why it's better than Xbox One. Thank you for watching.